Good afternoon and welcome to our continuing webcasts. Today we're joined by Sheriff Al Lamberti. Many of you know Al Lamberti because he's been on the force for 34 years, working his way up through the ranks to run Hollywood, North Lauderdale, the Department of Detention, various entities throughout the BSO agency. But today we're here to talk about BSO. And so, Sheriff, welcome.
Thank you, Ed. Appreciate you having me on today.
And so, Sheriff, tell us a little bit about many of our viewers may not understand the scope and size of Broward Sheriff's Office. Please share with that.
Well, and that's something I'm proud to talk about because we are the largest fully accredited sheriff's office, not in the state, but in America. And the average citizen in Broward County probably does not realize that. We have 6,000 employees. We operate the 13th largest jail system in the country as well. And we are the only sheriff's office that has fire rescue as part of the umbrella of the sheriff. And that was done after September 11th because we realized we need to train together and plan together and work together. And that's been a great marriage. The citizens really benefit from that.
So let's talk a little bit about you have the coordination between the port firefighters and the police services. How's that working out?
Well, as part of that, we police 14 cities by contract. We have the unincorporated area, and as you said, Port Everglades, and the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. We now have 8 cities contracting with us for fire services. So all in all, it's tough to keep all the pieces working, but I'm proud of the men and women, the 6,000 men and women. They come to work every single day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to protect the citizens of Broward.
So has the integration of those services, has it allowed for a seamless transition, greater services for in a cost-effective way, or?
Oh, absolutely, because the economies of scale, all those backroom costs, human resources, finance, purchasing. Number one, to have the purchasing power of 6,000 people, to have fire, the jail, and law enforcement all together. Again, it's cost effective, it's much more efficient, and whether it's a hazmat or a homicide, a car fire or a house fire, we're responding together anyway. So it makes sense for us to be together.
So in a true emergency, the citizens of Broward can be comfortable and confident that there'll be full coordination.
Absolutely, and look at what we face here. You know, terrorism is one thing, we're prepared, but we have other disasters, hurricanes, right, and they're regular in South Florida. But when a hurricane hits, it's police and fire working together. And if you're under the same agency, it works much better, you're prepared.
Now, Sheriff, some of the initiatives, let's talk through what the Broward Sheriff's Office focus is today. Give me some of the initiatives that you started.
Well, I talk about the new age crimes. You know, traditionally we handle auto thefts and bank robberies and those kind of cases, but now it's identity theft, it's cyber crime, it's prescription drug fraud. Those are the new age crimes that, you know, again, we're not used to, and we're trying to catch up. We traditionally haven't had resources for those, so we're trying to find resources within our existing structure to kind of address those things.
And so address identity theft. How does the agency like BSO address such a kind of a new wave crime?
Well, you have a greater probability of becoming a victim of identity theft than any other crime, but it's the one you can protect yourself from so easily. It's prevention. As an example, shredding. We get all kinds of documents at our house. Those prepaid credit card offers, our bills, our cell phone bills, insurance bills, everything has to be shredded. One of the things we started was our Shred-a-thon program, where we'll come to a community one Saturday a month. We have a huge shredder truck, and you just bring us everything. We'll shred it to you at no cost, and we provide that as a community service. That's the best way you can protect yourselves. The other thing, we try to educate, because it is about prevention. Seminars, don't give out your personal information to anybody, but it's one of those things you have to protect yourself.
Now, you mentioned pill mills. There's been quite a controversy. They made the headlines recently, particularly in Broward. How are you addressing that?
Well, Broward County is the epicenter and ground zero for pill mills. In 2007, we had 4, right when I was appointed. That just mushroomed to 130. We had more pill mills in Broward County than Starbucks, more pill mills in Broward County than McDonald's. We only had 78 McDonald's in Broward County. Thanks to the legislature, we got some new tough legislation last year. We're working on that because these pill mills, oxycodone, It's killing our kids. 7 people a day in Florida die from prescription drug overdose, mainly oxycodone. In 2010, the first time ever, more people died from prescription drug overdose than car accidents. Never happened in the history of Florida. Thankfully, with the legislation and the full court press that we've done, 130, we're down to 57 today. So we're really trying to make a push because prescription drugs are killing our kids. It's not heroin and cocaine anymore, crack cocaine, it's prescription drugs.
And so that's the front now, the new front.
That is, and the old cocaine cowboy days where they were making tons of money, it's now prescription drugs where they can buy it from a pharmacist for $2 a pill and sell it for $80.
Right. And so some time ago, you were appointed in 2007 by Governor Christ, then Charlie Crist.
Yes, sir.
And then you were reelected. Mm-hmm. And so now I guess we're facing another election.
2012, yes, it's hard to believe it's been 4 years. 2008, I'm still amazed that I was able to do it, being obviously a political neophyte. I tell people the only thing I ever ran for was president of my son's baseball league. And then to come into something a scope of this, I'm proud of what we accomplished, and I'm looking forward to being reelected by the citizens of Broward County. Best lesson I learned from my mom: we're here to serve and not be served. And I want to continue to serve the residents of Broward County.
Is that going to be the theme of the campaign?
Yes, again, continuing what we're doing. We've got so many other initiatives like the cybercrime, like our gun squad. A lot of work yet to be done. And again, I'm proud that I'm the first sheriff that's ever come up through the ranks in Broward County history, 96 years. Been here 34 years, and I'm looking forward to taking the agency further.
Okay. Well, we wish you the best of luck, and Sheriff Lamberti, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for the invitation, Ed.
All right.